so today in this video we're going to be doing a unboxing and review kind of thing of this, which is what I've been looking forward to for ages since these got first announced. And this is the Kenny Omega AEW Unrivaled Collection Series 1 figure. I got this from Smith's. I've started getting these in. I think it's the only place in the UK that is going to be stocking them. So Kenny Omega I had to get. I kind of want Nick Jackson as well. I already have Chris Jericho, which I'm going to be doing another video on. But I knew I had to get Kenny because Kenny's just Kenny. And yeah, so I'm going to get into this now and we can have a look at it ourselves. Okay, so we are now going to be taking a look at the Kenny Omega AEW Wrestling Unrivaled Collection Series 1 figure number 2. So I've just opened this Chris Jericho. I'll probably upload this video first because I like Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's my boy. And the one thing, well, there's a couple of little things that I don't like about these figures. The main one being is you can't take the figures out of the box and then put them back in to display them. Like, you can't take them out to have a look at them, see the quality of them, etc., and then put them back in the box. You're literally, your hands are tied. Like, once you've opened it, there's no way it's getting back in the box. Because this is my Chris Jericho box. Because this literally has to be ripped to get the figure out. So there's no way of you ever putting your figure back in that box. That's the main downside for me, because I like to keep them in the box, but I like to take them out and have a look at them and stuff. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into our Kenny Omega. So yeah, I forgot to show you the actual box. So yeah, Kenny Omega. I do really like the gold leaf that they've used on the packaging. It's really nice. Makes it look a little bit higher class than WWE figures, just saying. They could have definitely picked a better photo of Kenny to have on the side. Yeah, it's not the best. But then we have on the back photo of Kenny and Chris Jericho in their insane match at Double or Nothing. It was Double or Nothing, wasn't it? Yeah, well, because it was when Mox appeared. Anyway, so the other figures you can get in this set are Cody. I have no interest in getting Cody. Cody, for me, is the biggest overhyped person in wrestling. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I do not like Cody. That's my opinion. Chris Jericho, as I said, we have Chris Jericho. I would like the Young Bucks. If I was just going to get one of them, I would get Nick. Brandy, I probably would buy to sell on, because apparently it's like quite a rare figure, but yeah. And then Kenny, obviously. I think Series 2 is a lot stronger than this series, because Series 2 has got Mox, the Lucha Brothers, MJF and Hangman Page in it, and Dustin Rhodes. Yeah. But of all of those, I've already pre-ordered Mox, I've pre-ordered the Lucha Brothers, I really want Hangman Page and MJF as well. It's going to cost me a fortune. But anyway, yeah, enough talking. I've talked for ages and not actually opened this figure yet. I'm just rambling on about AEW, which is something I could do on the channel, which is something I've contemplated doing on the channel. Like, if people were interested, I would genuinely quite like to do a video each week talking about AEW and what's going off, my opinions of what is happening on AEW TV. Let me know if you're interested in that. I feel like I'd be talking to a bunch of no one, but Oh, it pains me to rip this box. Oh, pains me, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Get that down there. I'm getting attacked by AEW boxes. So, here we have Kenny. A couple of things I would say about this. I picked up the Jericho and the Kenny from Smith's. In Smith's they had 3 of the Kenny Omega figures on the shelf, and they were like really weirdly put in the box, which I think is I don't know if it's like a fault at the factory or something, but one of them, his head was pretty much turned all the way around. Other one, his jacket was pretty much off. This one, he's kind of stood really weirdly in the box. So I don't know if that's like, I don't know. I genuinely don't get it. But this one comes with extra hands. Oh, this looks awesome though. Come on, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. Ugh, he looks awesome. He's got the gauntlet as well. I forgot to mention he's got the gauntlet on his hand. This looks insane. Like, I feel like there might be a little bit of a issue with the coats as well, because not one of them in Smith's had the coat fastened up. Like, it was just undone like this on all of them, even though there is like a fastening to put it on. I feel like this joint on Kenny is a lot looser than it was on Jericho. Jericho doesn't even really have that much pivot in his ankles. I don't know if that's because they expect you to put Kenny in a lot more dynamic poses, but that is very very loose feeling. But yeah, you can do Kenny and his signature poses. Oh, this figure looks awesome. I can't believe I'm actually holding a Kenny Omega figure in my hand right now. It's the thing that's happening. Look at that. The coat is insane. It's got the one wing on it. I do feel like some of the detail is a little bit lost on this. I think that's kind of where the WWE figures might be a little bit better. Like the detailing of the accessories possibly are a little bit better. But let's take off his gauntlet and we'll take off his jacket and we'll see how easy it is to get the jacket off. Okay, so there's only one arm really coming out of this jacket, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Here we go. Okay. So again, it comes with this plastic film in here, to kind of not rub against it while it's in the packaging, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I feel like just holding this figure, like his legs just keep going in all these different weird positions by themselves. It's kind of weird. So yeah, let's put his other hand on. Let's go for a closed fist on this one. It's not a closed fist, but an open fist. But you do also get another pointy finger. So, let's have a look at Kenny. Oh, just look at the Kenny Omega, really. So, when I was opening up the Chris Jericho figure, I kind of had reservations because I was kind of thinking that the Kenny figure was going to be, like the torso and everything was going to be pretty much exactly the same as the Jericho one. I can confirm they are very different sculpts. As you can see, I thought that they were just using the same sculpt for each figure, but as you can see, Kenny is a lot more ripped. and everything on there. Like, he's got the veins going on. And then Jericho is a lot less defined. He's still probably more defined than he is in real life, but that's actually quite insane. Another thing, I find that Kenny is also not as broad as Jericho is, like around the waist and everything. So they are using different parts. I was scared that they were just going to use the same parts for people who were similar kind of heights, etc., kind of like WWE used to. But yeah, this is definitely a different articulation for Omega than it is for Jericho. Jericho doesn't have this, which is interesting. But the face sculpt is incredible. You definitely know who that is. His hair is awesome. It's kind of got a little bit of the grey kind of look in it. The articulation on this figure is a lot more all over the place than the Jericho one. It still feels pretty solid, but it does feel a lot more ooh. Whereas Jericho, if you're doing that with Jericho, it's a lot more laboured, if you know what I mean. Like, he will move, but he's not as flexible as the Kenny, which I suppose is the same in real life. So yeah, so the head has a lot more motion in it as well, because his hair doesn't really get in the way as much as Jericho's. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. So head moves quite a lot more than Jericho. The abs do quite a big crunch back and forward. Elbows, shoulders have a really nice click to them, so it feels really, I don't know, kind of more solid, I'd say. The elbows, again, have got that double joint in them, which is a good thing. This feels a little bit more flexible than I'd probably like it to be. On the Jericho one, like, all of the movements are like really solid and tight, whereas I feel like this is definitely a lot more. I feel like if I did that a lot of times, it would probably break. Like that, there's a lot of movement there, and I'm not clicking it, if you know what I mean. Then you've got swivel in here, and then is there a... It looks like there should be articulation in like the wrist to do this kind of movement, but I don't think it wants to do it for me. So same on this arm. Again, you've got pivots and stuff in the waist. The legs on this one, again, move out a lot further and to the side a lot further than Jericho, which... I don't know, is it supposed to be like that? Like, they're more correct to their character in person. Like, I feel like Omega would be a lot more flexible than a Jericho at this point in his career. So I don't know if they're doing that on purpose, but if they are, that's well played. So yeah, you've got this articulation out a little bit, back a tiny bit, swivel in the thigh, that's the word, and then you've got the double jointed knees, so you can do a V trigger, which should be pretty cool. Okay, so oh, there we go. I was feeling like this figure didn't have any kind of backward motion on the feet, but it was just like really clicky. So you can literally do a V trigger if you wanted to. It looks pretty cool. It's Jericho in the face. So yeah, you can definitely get a lot of poses out of these. Like, you get, I can't remember what the WWE collection's called, where you get the double jointed elbows and stuff, and it's extra detailed. You kind of get that in the same price as an elite WWE figure. So you definitely get a lot of articulation going on, which I do like. The detail on like the kick pads and everything is really nice. It says K Omega on here, and then the logo on the back. Really nice. You got a wing on there. Really nice. I like it a lot. You can literally just have him doing his bang pose. Oh, I love it. That's awesome, right? That's awesome. So yeah, the jacket is nice, but I probably wouldn't have him in it. The gauntlet, again, is okay detailed. It's not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, Kenny Omega looks awesome. So I'm going to do some like up close shots of it now, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.